All right. So I may turn up the volume. I may or may not know somebody born on May 1st, 1985. Could be male, could be female, could be son, grandson, daughter, granddaughter. Who knows? Who knows? Could have been somebody that lived around the corner, somebody next door, somebody I dated, somebody I was married to, somebody I worked with, somebody that was related to me, but not aforementioned. Could have been anybody. Let's just go with the date itself. May 8th, 1985 to 3/11/2022. This is time stamped in my mind because I did know somebody born on that day, and they were on the date opposite, either 11/3, which is represents rising, right? It represents rising. 3/11, because it's opposite 9/11 and it's opposite November 3rd, which is when One World Trade Tower was opened. Those dates represent rising. Now, One World Trade Tower is at the address of 285. I believe it's Fulton Street, New York City, of course. You look at 3/11 is in the hours. Anyway, this person, he or she, 13,463 days old. Now you look at Trump and I's combined number, because I'm 7 times 6 times 1961. So my number is 82362. Trump's number is 163464. Trump and I's combined number does begin with that 13463. She turned, or he turned, that many days old on 3/11/2022. 33 days later, I turned the next set of 5 digits of Trump and I's combined number days old. I turned 22196 days old. That's right. 33 days later, it was April 13th, 2022, and I turned 22196 days old. And 33 days after that was a total lunar eclipse. So I would say in my pea brain that that's time stamped. That's a cipher. That's a blues clue. From 3/11 to 8/15, it is a 37 progression. It is 888 days. Now, you take that person 5 times 1 times 1985. Their number is 9925. Mine again is 82362. You combine us both together, you get August 17th, or 2 days later than the 888 date, a 44 in the middle, which could represent 404, Book of Revelation verses, followed by One World Trade Tower, address of 285 Fulton Street. Is he going down on the 15th and rising on 8/17? Or is he going down on the 13th? Because it's 886. The 88 is being 86 days old. And he's rising on 888 days old from that 3/11/2022 anomaly. Let's go through a few items to see if it helps. Now, one thing I will tell you, love in English is 54 in English ordinal and 54 in reverse ordinal. It's 18 in full reduction and it's 18 in reverse full reduction. That's fascinating. That's not really why I called. What I want to do is I want to look 399 in the hours. Which is murder in Jewish gematria. Excuse me, 399 in the minutes. But the weeks are 138, which is Donald Trump in simple gematria, fused with 6 days, 1386. Remember, it's on page 1386 in my dad's old King James Bible. I did a YouTube video on that. If you need it, ask in the comments. I will put it down as a reply to your comment to me, where I held my cell phone and showed the Zechariah 11:17 Bible verse was on page 1386. 86 means to eliminate. 138 is Donald Trump in simple gematria. So 1386 is a gigantic cipher. And there it is, 399, which is murder in Jewish gematria in the minutes, followed by 68, which is Antichrist in reverse full reduction. The first 2 digits are 13. 139968 is the total minutes. The hours are 2322, which is Eve in the Old Testament. 23328 hours. It's 972 days. From what? Oh, that's from the paper airplane flying into my right eye. Yeah. Y'all remember that one when I timestamped that for us back in 12/17/2021. Trump is 470 in Jewish gematria. It is 470 days, which is Trump in Jewish gematria, to the rising day, assuming he is going to go down on 8/15 from the flower full moon that iPet Goat gives us. The flower full moon that iPet Goat gives us. So the YouTube is now going to figure out how to open up and get to iPet Goat. It's still swirling and thinking. So, but once again, 5/5/2023 is 470 days to 8/17, which again, that person I know, maybe, male or female, we begin with 8/17, don't we? Our combined number. So iPet Goat, remember, there's Lily. She's the total solar year of the rabbit. All the blue moons, or all the moons are blue in the background because it's the blue moon year. It's the blue moon year. And you see the 2 joined heads. See the 2 joined heads? That's August. The heads are joined because there's 2 moons in August. And she's sitting inside a corona, inside a circle. She's representing the total solar of 4/20/2023. And then she's sad. And the apple rolls across and it bursts into the flower full moon because Lily's total solar delivered the May flower full moon. Mayflower, the flower full moon. And Obama's eyes get real big when he looks at that because it's Trump. 470 days from the flower full moon to our 8/17 date. Well, this is just stuff we're looking at. So, you know, hang in there. Hang in there, peoples. We're trying to figure it out. May or may not be anything. Now, from Lily, from that total solar of April 20th to the 86ing day of 8/15, it's 483 days. 48 is Trump, and full reduction, gematria. 83 is murder in reverse ordinal gematria. So it's like saying Donald Trump murder on 8/15 from Lily's sad face. When she looks very sad, then she rolls the apple across. His rising day on 8/17, theoretically speaking, is 117 months for Revelation 11:7, the rising Bible verse. 148 is in the minutes, 5148, 000. But even most importantly, 357 days. 3,575 days. 357 is the amount of verses in the book of Daniel. Look at the seconds, 30888. All of that from the opening of One World Trade Tower to this potential rising day. Now, all of that is in play even on the 15th if he was to go down on the 13th. When I say all of it, you have the 357 still in the days and the 11/7 still in the months, 117 months. Everything else is kind of gone. But no matter. Let's keep looking. The LeBron moment. LeBron was nothing but murder coded when he scored. I don't know. I think it was scored 38 points, and it was 38,387. So it was 38-38. And he scored 38, if I'm not mistaken. There was just, I just remember our former contributor still contributes to me, and he did send us a bunch of stuff the other day, which we're grateful for. And he did say the other day, anytime you get triple digits, it's a big deal. But he didn't know we were going to talk about this today. But LeBron James, when he broke that record with all of 38s, which is murder and it's death in simple gematria, and it's murder in reverse full reduction. From LeBron's 38 day to this potential 86ing day of Thursday, August 15th, it's 555 days. The months and days, 18-8. So you get your 188, you get your 18, which is 6 + 6 + 6. It's 79 weeks and 2 days. Remember, 79 is murder in simple gematria. 79 begins the minutes. It's 1 year, 6 months, 8 days. 6-8 is Antichrist in reverse full reduction. We're almost done with this very small prep. The August 15th in gematria, believe it or not, it's the same as August 7th with all of these items. Executive order, Pope Francis George Mario Bellagrio, the White Horse Rider, 38-5, 5-38. The storm is here, synchronicity, thunderstruck, the end of the world, which was the name of the Trackdown episode. And he also says in the Trackdown episode, Trump does, who gets shot at the end, he says, the end of the world, friend. It also comes to December 13th, November 4th, and July 19th. Fascinating. Notice what didn't come up was, how come August? How come August 15th never came up? How come I never saw that? Because if you key in gematria, August 7th There's the 182. And then you're going to key in August 15th. There's the 182 in simple gematria. So there are matches. How come I never saw the August that I just missed it? Let me pause and see if I can find it, how far down it is. By the way, it comes to number 17. Now, August 7th didn't show up till page 4. I've already gone to page 8 and never came across it. I've never seen a date go past August. Go past page 8. So I'm wondering if I missed it. So let me continue to pause, or let me pause again and continue looking. There it is, August 15th. It's on page 5. So I just missed it. I think I only went 4 pages the other day, but I missed it today. But look at the amount of searches, 388, which is murder and death to 88. Can y'all see that? If I blow this thing up, it's as high as it's going to let me blow it up, 200%. August 15th, there's my cursor. Slide over and see the 388 at my cursor. Above it is Reunited Souls, 389. Below it is asterisks and obelisks at 387. So the AI, which has total control over your internet, other than to frame you or put you in jail, I don't think that would occur until once we're living in the end times book of Revelation, which would be 2 days after the Trump event. But August, and of course, everything's the will of the Lord. So whatever the Lord allows, he ordained before the earth was formed. I digress. August 15th with 388 on the day that we go and search for it. That's what the AI has for us. So if it doesn't take place, then again, the AI is just messing with us. And that's everything it comes to. Synchronicity, thunderstruck, the storm is here. 538, 38.5 had more searches. Remember that? The White Horse Rider, Pope Francis George Mario Bergoglio, an executive order. All of that. All of that. Does he have a rally scheduled for that day? I don't think it's ever going to happen at a rally. Doesn't say anything scheduled. So we're just going to call it a day at this point. I have looked at The Dark Knight. I've looked at The Dark Knight Rises. They are all nice hits. Do I have them up here? No. But I'll bring them up later. I've got time to do videos because that's not until actually a week from today. And I came across this last night because of that anomaly with or anything associated with May 1st, 1985. It could be when your house was built. Doesn't matter. It's a timestamp. On that day of May 1st, 1985. Now, this person may or may not have been indirectly involved, but somebody I might have spoken to in an extremely deep conversation on the day of the Alec Baldwin event, October 21st, 2021, which was 121 because it's October 21st. So it's 1021, drop the zero, it's 121 in the year of 2021. On that Alec Baldwin event day, me and that person may have had a very short but pretty deep conversation about an event that took place that day, depending on how I knew that person, allegedly. So this is a big deal. I would keep our right eye on Thursday, Thor Day, Thor with the right eye patch, because it is a 33, excuse me, it's a 37 progression of that 15th date. If we go look, hang on just a second. I've got another cipher for you. Do you know the person that I have the mathematical anomaly with? Where that timestamp of a birthday, October 28th, the Gateway Arch date, 1973, how that person and myself, because that person, their number is 55244. And my number again is 82362. We begin with Trump's number 45, followed by Antichrist and Strong's Accordance, 500. When you times this by a year, there's those rotating numbers that we've shown you many times. It's a gigantic mathematical anomaly. When I met this person in 2005, it was the last of the rotating 626, 126 dead in the middle. Every 16 years, it moves up a digit. 2007, 2008 began 627, 127, 627, 127, 627, 120, all the way through 16 years later, 2023, 628, 128. This goes on to infinity, by the way. Now, notice on that 2021 year I was just talking about, you have 1955, which is the Twin Pines getting knocked down, and there's your 88888. And the other person I had the anomaly with, remember, on that March 11th anomaly, it's 888 days from that. So we might as well go ahead and bring that up. 2022. On the 11th. Hang on, it's raining. Sorry, I had to bring stuff in from outdoors. On my balcony, I was getting a little sun, and just all of a sudden, it's Florida, so you know it will start raining. That's what it does here. And so if we run this 3/11/2022 to our 8/15 date, you do get that 888, which is a 37 progression. Now, the other person I had the anomaly with, there's that number 455-000-6328, where we have the rotating numbers, and they change every 16 years. If you multiply our number times the year Trump was born, we've got 88s on both sides. Now run it to the Donnie Darko year of 1988, 455-000-6328 times 1988. You have a single digit followed by a zero. So we always multiply that by 7154. You either know or you don't know at this point. And there's the 815 right smack dab in the middle. And there's those 977s again. You have the 86 at the end. You have 710, which is Eve. In Jewish gematria, followed by the 88, but fused with the 88 is the 815 date. And that number again ends in the 86. So it's a very interesting high watch period of time. I'm sure that I'm going to come up with more stuff as we go. Was there anything else? All right, so this video is over and we'll get to much more later. I will begin this playlist on my playlist channel. If you don't know, hey, it's 440, y'all, which is Antichrist and Jewish Gematria. I will begin the playlist on that playlist channel. If you don't know that particular YouTube channel, put it in the comments. I'll get it to you because I'm putting this on all 3 platforms. Love you.